To get to the front oxygen sensor connector, it's actually underneath this splash shield, so we'll have to remove it. The factory has different mounting hardware, but I have some self-tapping 8mm screws, so I'm just going to remove this. But whatever you have, take it off so you can get this splash shield out of the way. This is the connector right here. Press this tab, wiggle it, remove it. It's held in with a little retainer over here. So go ahead and pry this out. All right, and now let's unthread it from the exhaust. Now to take this off, you can either use a 22mm wrench or an oxygen sensor socket, which I recommend. Slide it on and break it free. Sometimes these are pretty stuck in here, so heating it up helps, or you can run the car sometimes. But when you do that, just be careful because the rest of the exhaust is going to be hot, so don't burn yourself. Okay, this one's going to need a little bit of heat. So. All right, I got this nice and hot. Make sure your tool is on there well. You don't want to strip out the oxygen sensor because then you're in for more work. And I got a bigger ratchet. There we go. That broke free. And now I'm going to take my tool off. Okay. You can unthread it. Watch out, it's hot. Well, the oxygen sensor shouldn't be too hot because you don't want to heat up the sensor when you do that. You actually want to heat up the pipe. You want to expand the pipe around the sensor. So there it is. There's your old oxygen sensor. Let's get the new one in. The new one should come with a little bit of anti-seize on it. That's going to help it not get as stuck down the line in the future if it ever does need to be replaced again. Start it onto the threads. Let's tighten it up. I'm just going to use a 22mm wrench for this just because it's easier and you don't have to go extremely tight on these. Okay, that's pretty much snugged up. Let's give it a little more. That's perfect right there. That's as tight as it's going to get. Let's bring the wire up. Now let's reconnect it. Once it's routed where it's supposed to be, make sure it's away from the exhaust so it doesn't melt. Click it in, make sure it's locked. Let's get the splash shield back up. Reinstall the splash shield. I'm going to put back the mounting hardware that I have, but of course, whatever you have is probably different.